Fuck them, guys. Oh, I'm out. You're recording this?
I thought we were just, hey, I thought this was
I thought it was just a couple guys. What the fuck?
Dudes being dudes.
Dudes being dudes.
And Bobby making sure BLM's happy with his little dancing thing on the side. What is that? Black Abe Lincoln doing the thrust.
This is Pink. And Pink made a video called Stupid Girls where she made fun
Pink's
of girls.
White.
Yeah.
Hell, he's not white.
That's Pink.
No, that's black.
No, dude, that's
that's a black person.
You almost got me. That's Pink. She made a video called Stupid Girls where she made fun of girls like this. And the line is, what happened to the woman president? Now she's dancing in a video next to 50 Cent. And so she danced like this. And I like to use that as, because I'm a feminist too. You guys know that.
I wasn't aware. I didn't know that was one of your platforms.
This is feminism right here. That's feminism. Take a good look.
You're a younger man, Bobby, but you don't know this. Every 10 years in entertainment, one kind of woman that comes around who's just the thing that was made to be fucked. And like Madonna was that. There's always like Carmen Electra was that. Like it was like, why are you on this world? You're just there to be fucked, and everyone wants to fuck you. Pink's not attractive, but you look at Pink and go,
Shirley
what's
Temple?
your other purpose? Like, your purpose is to be spit roasted.
Got a point, buddy.
Yeah. So who's the 2020 thing to be fucked? Is it Kardashian still or the
hit to? I don't even know. I don't like this is how bad I've become with Spotify now, Pat. Like I listen to the same artists over and over. I don't even know what new music is. Like, remember when we were younger and we drive all over and we would listen to
it's Doja Cat.
The radio. So we know all
right.
tunes. I haven't listened to the radio since the late 90s. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's out there now.
Well, I'm on the radio. I'm on a classic rock station, so it doesn't count. It's like they actually start playing modern music, which is the early 2000s. So that's modern music.
Yeah, I don't know what goes on. Like, I do get now that rock and roll really did die in the grunge in the late 90s. Like, I listened to Lithium on Sirius XM. That was the last time rock and roll was that. Am I wrong?
Well, I mean,
technically, you can do the Good Charlotte shit. It's still guitars. It's still whatever stuff like them lit like that. You could still kind of go there, but yeah, I think like the originality of things kind of died right in that era.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, right around Nirvana and stuff. What's up, Bobby?
Have you guys heard these lyrics? This is Doja Cat. Said,
What?
play with my pussy, but don't play with my emotions. If you spend some money, then maybe I just might fuck you. When I shake that ass.
Rhyme with emotion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe I'll come like oceans or something. I thought she was gonna say.
It's an ABAC rhyme scheme. Let's try it. Said, play with my pussy, but don't play with my emotions. If you spend some money, then maybe I might just fuck you. When I shake that ass, I'm going to do this shit in slow motion. You got a whole lot of cash. And person of color, you know I want it.
Person of color didn't flow. She should have said something else.
Play with my pussy, but don't play with my emotions. If you spend some money, then maybe I just might fuck you. She says it 6 more times.
Where we're going with that.
That's rock and roll, baby.
No, that's rap. It's not even guitars.
We were asking who was the person who's just made to be fucked, and I was saying the person.
And I think it might be her, but I think Ariana Grande is kind of the thing that you look at and go, I'd fuck it.
Ariana Grande can sing though. That's the difference. She can actually sing.
I'm not saying they're not also talented. I'm saying when you look at their body, there are some people that are cute, there are some people that are sexy, and some people you look at and go, you're just supposed to be fucked. Like that's what you look like, and they get older, and it's sad. There are cute people that are way more attractive to me than like just sexual people. But some people you look at them and go, I couldn't have a conversation with you. You look like what sex is. You just look like sex.
Guys got a point, Bobo.
Like those two, Fabio. Fabio was that. Fabio was just women just wanted to get nailed by that guy. They didn't want to talk to him. He was just a man with a horse face.
I think it's kind of like genders, Pat. You think there are lots of different categories, and I think there are two. Fuckable or not.
Think there's two. What are you talking about?
Fuckable
what
or
is
not.
your deal, Pat? I thought you were normal. How many gems?
Okay, there's male, female, third kind. There's a lot.
Weirdos, vote wrong, fucking cut my dick off. These are
Eunuchs.
eunuchs.
Secretaries of Health.
Oh man, that's a weird. I saw an article the other day when there was a woman proud because her 3-year-old daughter was already trans. Three. And
But let me ask you, what does that mean? She decided her 3-year-old daughter was.
No, her 3-year-old decided she's a woman.
But how does she let her make that decision? What does her 3-year-old say? Where the mother is like, "Oh my God, look at her. She's a trans."
God.
She says, "Mommy
All right.
loved me." That's what she says. And her mom treats her like Paris Hilton used to treat those little dogs and walks her around. Like, look at my little thing. Look at,
Yeah.
It's because one time that boy picked up a girl doll and she goes, "You're going to be a woman because everyone thinks that's cool that you have a trans kid. I'm going to have a trans kid." So everyone's
Yes.
they're going to neuter their kids like they did their dogs for show dogs. And they breed them. And they're going to breed these weird fucking freak things that'll never create. We're going to have 6 people left. No one's going to be around the fuck show.
They want
Yeah,
the attention.
Nickelodeon
Look at
had-
me. Yeah.
Nickelodeon
great.
has a commercial with like AOC's favorite drag queen where she comes out and sings a pride song. Nickelodeon.
AOC has a favorite drag queen?
Why is that sexual stuff on Nickelodeon?
Wow.
Like,
To be fair, Nickelodeon's been on sex.
oh,
Daniel
yeah.
Snyder's been creeping
And
out
if-
on people.
But hang
for
on, that was the
years.
point I was about to get to. And if you're Nickelodeon, why do you have anything remotely sexually related on? Like, it's just, if it came out and was like, "Hey, this is straight sex. This is how that works," I'd be like, "Wait a second, this shouldn't be out there either." Or like, if they had a song where they were like, "B is for blowjobs, which good enough for me," like, I'd be like, "No, we shouldn't be teaching this either." Like, let kids be kids.
Right, but you just
I've got
named
a
2
point,
things
dude.
that are sexual. Nobody wants to fuck a trans. Let's just say it as it is. Where we're all
drag
championing
queen.
it, we're saying whatever. Nobody wants to fuck a trans. It's fucking sad. Nobody wants to do it. There's only really 8 of them. The rest are all playing role play. There's like 8 of them, and I feel bad for them. Everyone else is stealing their cock shot off thunder. Nobody really, they're not really there.
Here's the deal. I don't even care. Like,
You do.
I don't
You
care
want a song
what you
about it on
do.
Nickelodeon?
No. What you do as
E is for trans.
an
It's
adult
good
is
enough
up
for
to
me.
you. Like, I don't think adults should be telling kids about their sex lives, period. We talk about it in retail. I don't think I should know what my coworkers' sex lives are like. I don't care what they're into. You
Are
know
they
what I
hot?
mean?
Bobby, what are your coworkers' sex lives like? I'm curious.
Oh boy, we had a whole litany, you know. We have straight heterosexuals, we have
Boring.
bisexuals, we have homosexuals, and they're all great people, and I have no issue with it. I just don't need to know about any of it.
You said
And
they
you know what?
were
Hang on.
people
You know
before
what was
we
a
started.
glorious
You
time?
said they're not people, Geno.
Yeah, you said me.
You were
You
there.
know what was a
Pat.
glorious
Tell me.
time? 1984, when you didn't have to deal with this bullshit because you could be like, we don't
Segue.
talk about sex.
Segway alert. They just
We don't talk about.
Segway. I'm sorry. What?
We don't talk about sex. We don't talk about politics.
Oh, we were talking about
1984.
sex in 1984 because AIDS was coming, baby. That's what it was. AIDS was on its way.
I get to talk about Fauci either way. I love this episode. Let's run it, bitch.
You're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
You know me, dude.
I'm just
You're
shocked that
used to
you
my
both said
silliness.
you made good points and you were very quiet and reserved. And I'm like, I don't like this because we just had Mark Random on our last show. And I'm like, I'm going to have 2 people that are just going to take over, but at least I'm
That
going
guy's a
to
runaway
do
train.
it.
Can we discuss the whole 75 hard? Here's the thing. If I do this for 75 days and do 3 shots, I get it. It's not the 75 hard. But aren't we trying to learn new habits, Pat? Aren't we?
No.
No.
The
are
reason
we
why you're
trying to
doing
do?
it, no, the reason why you're doing it is to get disciplined because you're taking on too many new habits.
Let me ask you this. Let me say
Challenge
this.
is to not have other things creep in.
Let me pay you this compliment. You've done it twice, and I know you did. And we made fun of it on our show, which led to this, which I fucking love because we're boys. How did you feel after? Because we both agree this. It's a mental challenge more than a diet challenge.
Yeah, the diet secondary. It's all about clearing your head, about getting a perfect mindset, and to be able to overcome shit, but also to learn and realize that there's more in the world than staring at fucking Twitter. You're making yourself so busy you can't be on social media.
Here's where I completely disagree with you. Everything you said, except I agree with, except I don't think it's about clearing your mind. I think it's about learning new habits.
Well, because it depends who you are. I'm
Well,
more of a regimented guy. So
when I did that
worse.
shot with the boss, it's like, watch this. And I was kind of sending a message, which is outside of like normal people's lives, where I'm like, look, I'm about to do the show this weekend, and I'm never drink with you fucked up fans again that led to this. So I'll do a shot, but I'll do one every 25 days just to prove a point. But I'm telling you, and I think I hope you'll agree with this because you've done it twice. I've really gotten back into reading actual literature and stuff. Like I never did that. Like I read the Vanity Fair article. I read 3 books so far. And that was the hard part. The intermittent fasting diet, I'm into that already. That's easy. The working out twice a day. I consider walking 45 minutes home one of the workouts from work. I have no problem.
It is considered. By the way,
and also jumping ropes are the way
as long
to
as you're
jump
outside
rope.
doing something.
Yeah.
It can be yoga. It can be anything.
Oh yeah. So if I'm doing
workout.
that, which is easy, that's fine. So I'm really changing my habits, which is great, which is why I don't mind. And that's why I'm doing all this shit and fucking with you. And I get what you're doing, but I'm trying to learn new habits, and I really think I'm getting that. But I'm only 31 days. Watch this, Pat. I'm only on day 31 of day 0, as you would say.
This is the greatest spin I've ever heard somebody put on big dogging. Basically, what you're saying, Gina, on big dogging. Basically, what you're saying is, I'm just not going to drink with not famous people anymore.
Yeah.
It's my new diet. If you're famous, let's do it.
But it's okay. So to me, if I was going to do that, like I don't drink, so therefore I can't. It doesn't. To me, it's cheating to do 75.
Gino, did you hear that?
What?
This queer doesn't drink.
Oh yeah, what a gay. Like, does your boyfriend? Go on, buddy. I'm sorry.
I can't believe a bag of Bisquick just gave me shit. Shut the fuck up. Like, Jesus Christ. The whole point is I was gonna say is because I don't drink, I don't think it's fair when I do it that
Wait.
that's already
Gino,
a given.
did you hear that?
What?
This guy doesn't drink.
What a faggot! I didn't get it the second time, but it was really good the second time. All right, back to you.
No, it was good. It was good. So
wait,
what did I say?
So is it hard for you
I know how
not to
this
drink,
works, Gino.
Pat, is it hard for you not to drink?
See, you ruined it. I was gonna go, but let me get past that. I don't drink.
I'm sorry. Bobby, did you hear that? All right, I'm sorry. This is fun. All right, go on, Pat. I'm sorry.
We're hanging out.
Because if I could drink, I could tolerate this conversation.
Yeah, so you don't drink, but you do all the other shit, right?
Right, but because I don't drink,
Right.
faggot. Because I don't drink, I don't think it's fair for that to be part of it. So what I do is I take out something else. Like I like to eat ice cream. It's one of the few things I do. It's like a little snack and fun. I don't let myself for 75 days, something like that. But it's okay to change whatever you do in the rules as long as you stay strict. If you're gonna say I'm not gonna drink for 75 days, you shouldn't drink for 75 days. But if you're gonna say at the beginning of it, I'm gonna drink once in a while, and take drinking out of the factor. Maybe say I'm not gonna smoke a cigar for 75 days. Maybe
That was my problem, Pat, and I'll give you that. It's like I can't go 75 days without a cigar. I've been doing about 5 a week. That's my new crutch, and that's why I don't think I'm really doing it that sharply. I'm getting so many good habits out of this. So it is. I feel like everyone that does it bounces through a bad first one, and then you come back and really nail it. You nailed it the first time, you think?
Yeah, it was a struggle because I did it through. I started in the early fall where it was like late fall, like October, but I got into January near the end, and I'm outside running every day. You're starting to your nose starting to run. You're starting to hate. You're starting to hate it. You're not feeling bad, but you're just feeling beat up and sore. And you don't want to do it. It's dark all the time. You're like, fuck, I should have started at a different time. But I just thought of what you should do. Give up the N-word for 75 days.
This nigger can't quit it, man.
See? But you do one a month with the boss.
Oh, okay. Fair.
You just come on the show.
I'm
doing Goofy and say it together.
But here's the thing. I use the N-word and I call it the hard R75. Nothing? There you go.
Oh, Bobby, you hear this faggot?
He
I ran away. It's fine. No, listen, I was busting balls with that. It was more fun. It was funnier to me that somebody called you out on it.
Oh, I love that you did. That's why we wanted to.
Well, not me. I mean, I found out from Ski Mask putting up a video saying, oh, these guys, look at him. He's not holding on. Here's a guy who just went through 6 rehabs yelling at you. Holy, whatever it is.
Dude, my line that I was so proud of, I'm like, Pat Dixon, I said, I'm like, he said he did it twice. I'm like, the hard 75, it's been around 149 days. The guy's full of shit. I was very proud of that math joke, buddy.
It was good math.
Wind up doing
Pat
this. I'm like,
Dixon
yeah.
Show. PDS.
Pat Dixon, PDS.
This is Pat Oates, Geno.
I know. I just wanted to let that keep going to see. I would love to see.
Did I say Pat
just-
Dixon? Who
Yep.
cares?
Yeah.
He knows who he is.
Wait, so let me get this straight, Pat. You shouldn't start the hard 75 going. I'm not gonna do
75
any
hard.
cigars.
The hard 75 is when you guys fuck old people.
He's funny now. I don't get.
Because I'm drinking. I gave up. I started drinking 2 minutes ago.
So all right. First thing, let me break the fourth wall here a little bit. For those of you who don't know, Pat's in a new location in his house, and moved all the stuff in between podcasts that we recorded, which is really impressive because he has to
didn't move
fit the
anything.
high. He has to fit the high horse he's sitting on right now into frame. Get it? Because you think you're better than us because you say it right, Pat.
I didn't bring this up.
I don't know, man. Anyway, what I was saying is, so you're not supposed to start the 75 hard, saying I'm not going to do any cigars, I'm not going to drink, and then 2 days in go, you know what? Maybe we'll just do cigars, and then
Right.
maybe
We'll just do
25
that.
days in go, I'll do a shot every 25 days.
Well, you can do that, but then you have to start over. That's all.
No, I think
I'll tell you,
but it's okay. It's
I
okay to
am
start
for-
over.
For what it's worth, I am in the best shape of my the past 2 years. I like that.
Oh, and the fun thing is when it's over, you don't want to stop the exercise part. You don't want to stop the reading part. You'll stop the pictures part. You'll stop certain things. You'll go back to the cheat days that you wanted to do. But now when you do it, you know, if I eat this and I do this exercise later, I'll be okay. You'll feel better. The best thing about me is our ages, my knees feel better. My back feels better. There's no fucking chubby cheeks. Like certain dumb things we were eating. And when you're running like that every day, you start to feel better. When you get older, it's not as good waking up every morning. I feel better at 46 than I did at 26.
It does build in the habits, which is the main reason I'm doing it, which you're making me feel better about. I love. Yeah.
Yeah, I do one called the Hard 420. That's where for 420 days straight, I smoke a little pot.
You mean 420 days gay? Because that's who you are,
Okay.
faggot. Anyway,
Okay,
hey,
yeah,
I
yeah.
get it.
Here this guy,
Of the
Geno.
two-
He's gay.
Yeah,
He
of
just
the
sucks
two
on things.
plans. Of the two plans, mine's gayer. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
Put a Twitter poll out.
I got to take Pat's side here. He kind of gets it. Yeah. What?
I think Bobby and I should try to do it together at the same time and see who lasts longer.
Hard 75.
Yeah, 75 hard.
What do I have to give up?
Drinking
Tell him.
Okay.
and cheat days. You have
What
to
kind of
cheat-
cheat days?
Bobby has to
That's
give
the
up
thing about it.
weed.
That's the thing people don't get. There's no real diet. You have to pick a diet and then just stick to it. Your diet can simply be I don't eat after 7 o'clock. Like that can literally be it. You can eat whatever you
Oh,
want.
yeah,
Pick any
Pat,
diet,
mine
right?
is so easy. I do the intermittent fasting, but it falls into my lifestyle, so it's not hard for me to do. I'm never.
But do you still eat bullshit?
What's that?
Like you'll still eat bullshit. You'll have a burger. You'll do whatever.
I don't
right?
eat a lot of bullshit, but yeah, I eat. I'll eat whatever I want, but for the most part, I don't eat in the morning, and by the time I'm done the show, my window's open. So I am fasting 17 hours a day every day. I have a 7-hour eating window.
For Wednesday.
Easy. Now, don't get me wrong. I ate every garbage left over in my fridge tonight, but I don't care. It's kind of my cheat day.
Why? What
Because
put
it's
you in the
that
mood?
7-hour
Not
window.
supposed to have a cheat day.
What put you in
But
the
it's
mood to
not
eat?
because in the intermittent fasting diet, you can't have a cheat day.
What put you in the
in
mood to
7
eat all that
hours,
food?
But for the most part, my diet is that. But I always stay in the green on my MyFitnessPal. That's
That's all that matters. It's
You know?
whatever diet you set up. I mean, what were you gonna say?
I was just curious why Geno's so hungry. Normally, you seem like a guy who doesn't like just go ham.
Daddy was getting laid all week, Bobby. Daddy was getting sex, yo.
Hell yeah, he was.
Does
Crazy
Daddy
stuff.
really have a $5,000 cat bed?
I have an Eames chair, and they're $5,000 chairs, Pat. I can't make it up. I'm a
I just read that on Twitter. I was like, what the fuck? Now that's
Oh.
gay.
dude, because I'm Pat. You'll get it. I'm so pathetic. Like my life is great right now.
Geno, he won't get it
My
because
ex,
he's never
I still
smoked a
say
cigar in
dumb
that chair.
things, and I was trying to impress her. I'm like, well, I got the Eames chair now. Oh, that's gonna be great. No, the cat uses it more. It's just like a $5,000 cat bed, and you just get douche chills as you hear yourself say it to her, but you say it anyway because you'll never change. You know what I mean?
And then a year from now, that person who you thought loved you will take that and then tell everybody you're a faggot because you have a cat chair. But they thought it was cute when you said it out loud and they couldn't just
But
accept
I
you for who you
want
are.
them. I'd expect no less from our friends, Pat.
I'm not the one. I'm talking about the person you date. I was doing deep cuts.
If you ever need to feel good in life, just take a second, smoke a cigar, and sit in the Eames chair. It's a life-changing experience.
I don't even know what an Eames chair is. I've never smoked a cigar nor a cigarette in my life, so
It doesn't matter.
Dude, I sat in an Eames chair, and you'll know when you see
Eames chair to me sounds like something a handicapped person would sit in.
I'm telling you, it was 10 years.
Like, Eames,
I was
right
hanging
around.
out with my ex. We were at one of those modern, what is it? Something by design place. And I sit in this chair. I'm like, this is so comfy. And the woman's like, yeah, it's an Eames chair. I'm like, what? She's like, you never heard of an Eames chair? And I say, no. And she's like, it's a famous chair. It's by Henry Miller. It's a work of art. They're knockoffs for a couple hundred, but these are $5,000. And I said, someday I'm going to get one. Fast forward 10 years later during the pandemic when I'm saving, I'm telling you, Pat, by not drinking during the pandemic, I didn't for 7 months. I was saving $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Easy.
And I just decided to buy one. And I said to Bob, he's like, what do you do? Sit at that at night and say, how cool am I? I'm like, I wake up in the morning, I sit in that chair, I drink my coffee, I might have a cigar, and I'm like, this is it. And that's my thing. And you know me, Pat, I'm not a materialistic, I'm not a fucking braggadocious, but when I sit in that chair, I'm like, this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, it's that insane. It's that
There's nothing wrong with having a little comfort thing.
Yeah, that is
getting back to the 75 hard. Enjoying those little things more. You sit in that chair and you read your book and you enjoy it. You know what I mean?
That's it, Pat. And honest to God, I wasn't sure whether to buy it. And I told my brother, I'm like, should I get this chair? Am I nuts? He's like, Gene, you never buy anything. And he said, he's like, you drive a car right now that you brag about that's worth 1/3 of that chair on its best day. And I'm like, I'm getting the tears. Like, buy the fucking chair, Geno. And that was it. That was it.
But there's more to the story.
Go on.
One day I had to pick you up for a gig and you invited me in and I sat in the Eames chair and I smoked a cigar and I thought to myself, I'll tell you what, one day I'm going to buy one of those knockoff Eames chairs for $200.
Did I not say to you, Bobby, you sit in this, did I not?
Yeah. And it changes like
chair.
You just sit there and everything. You're like, this is the simple pleasure in life. Like you guys are talking about. And you know what the best part was? I didn't have to give up 75 days of happiness to find it.
But I was like some creepy pedophile. Like you sit in this chair so I can jerk off and watch you sit in my chair, Bobby. You sit in this fucking chair.
And it was great.
You sit there and you tell me how your ass feels. Does it feel like
People
my
don't
ass
know this,
fucking feels?
It's like you were there, Pat.
Eames chairs were actually invented in 1984. And this is a
go.
POS Retro from the year 1984.
Go on, let's do this.
So by the way, Geno, what's funny about this is he's playing the role of me and I'm playing the role of him on every other show.
Yeah.
Usually it's Bobby and 3 other people train wrecking my structure where I'm like, can we get back to the show? And now here you and I are having a fun talk about something else I actually like. And then Bobby's like, let's get back to the time when I was born, 1984.
Okay, to be fair.
Well, he's got a lot of time since he got fired from the other show, right, Bobby?
I retired.
Oh, whatever, you can tell somebody.
To be fair, though, on the last
Let's Get
podcast-
Matters. Yeah, you got fired from that show.
Said, let's get matters. I love this guy.
Bobby was too white for the loud show with Greek whore and blah black.
Oh my God, let's get maced. What did he say? Nothing.
About the third time, I was like, well, let's hear Officer Chauvin's side of things. They're like, oh, we got to get you the hell out of here.
Let's see.
They hear you over the 300 other guests.
Let's get your white ass up out the chair. No, they're all great. I retired. I gave my speech.
They're all
It's
great.
good.
They just
Yeah,
brought
they are.
Pat Dixon to take over for you, right?
No, Larry came back.
Oh, he's back?
Larry's back with Josie and everything. So they've got a
She's
great
not
team.
back. She's still in Greece.
She's in Greece, but she was back on the podcast.
She's one of my favorite Instagram stories to stare at and pretend like I'm reading the inspiration.
I told her that it got me through quarantine. It was either thirst traps or delicious food. And occasionally she was smoking a nice joint. It was the best of both worlds.
Very nice.
But you guys already heard these jokes.
Then once in a while it's Greek music and some fancy man. I'm like, all right, take this off.
God damn it. Yeah.
I need this Greek fan.
That ruined
I don't
my
need a
mood.
glorified diner worker fucking prosing in front of me.
But in my defense, last podcast, we learned that somebody wanted to write the storyline in that Batman was going to eat Catwoman's pussy. And the executive stepped in and said no. And then a journalist brought it back up by going, why did you write that storyline out? And DC gave the greatest line of all time and said, because heroes don't do that.
Because what don't?
Heroes.
Heroes don't eat pussy is what DC's answer was.
Well,
why they didn't write that.
they're sending the wrong message.
No, they're sending the right message. I have never been happier.
Heroes eat pussy.
No, they don't.
doing
I'm
that.
Batman.
Really?
Yeah.
Geno, once again, now
not
it's role reverse
sanitary.
again. Because Geno, you're saying exactly what I said on the last fucking podcast. Really, Bobby? Bobby got into the camera like this and went, I'm Batman. And they're very excited about not eating pussy. It's my favorite thing.
I agree. I will eat pussy till the girl comes, and then I'll just fuck her as long as I can last in my, slipshod fashion. But I love it. And here's the other thing, and it kind of ties into the Batman. Remember when we were younger, Pat, there was a beer, you might have still drank then. It was short-lived, it was called Red Dog or something.
Yeah.
And it looked like
There was Red Dog and Red Wolf. They were the competitors, yeah. So there was the two.
Oh, didn't Red Dog, the logo, look like Batman eating out someone? That was the whole running.
Well, it was a bulldog's face, but when you turned it upside down,
Yes!
it looked like Batman eating somebody out. That was the whole fucking joke.
Bobby, find that on screen share. I'm telling you, that was like the big thing. And what was it called, Pat? Red
Dog. Red Dog and Red Wolf. One was Anheuser-Busch and one was Miller. They each made one to go against each other. I was working for a beer distributor then, and we sold the Red Wolf, I believe. Red Dog was the other one.
That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie. Batman doesn't eat pussy.
That's his Batman.
That's my Batman, Geno.
Watch this. It comes right up. Red Dog beer logo upside down.
Oh,
there you go.
I didn't give you the thing. Hold on. No, you did it, but I didn't give you.
And it looks like Batman eating out, I guess, Batwoman.
Do it again, because I didn't give you permission before. Do it now. Are you sharing it, or are you just staring at it yourself?
I don't know how to share the screen. I'm just looking.
Oh, you're just staring at yourself and yelling.
middle
I
button.
am. I apologize. I don't know how to do that.
It's the middle button.
I
that
thought
says
you were
share
doing
screen.
it. You're like, there it is. And it's just you staring at you. You're watching a video of you eating pussy. You're like, there
Watch
it
that.
is.
Did I do it? Watch. Did I get it?
You're getting it. Here it is. There it is. Yep.
Look at me helping. And that's what they say. It's right there.
Yep. That's Batman eating pussy.
It's goddamn slander.
I love that you remember that. I forgot until you
The
just
Red
said
Dog
it.
beer logo upside down looks like Batman eating Catwoman. Go home, OP. You're drunk. That's what it's. But that's
This is why you're brilliant, sir, because you remember things like this.
yeah. But that's. Look at me helping, and I stopped the share. And scene. Did I get?
Yes, you are. You can almost work in the booth.
You're hired. But yeah, that's the whole thing with it. But yeah, I don't see how you wouldn't say heroes eat pussy, and it's like I wasn't. But here's the thing that you'll agree, Pat, and I'll absolve you, Bobby. It's the older you get, the more you like it. I think, right?
I don't know. I liked it when I was young.
I grew into it.
I've got the Irish guilt in me. I need them to feel good so I can feel good.
Fine. But I like now I just think, oh my God, that's a beautiful thing. And I go after it. When I was younger,
If I don't like them, I won't do it.
I was more scatterbrained, but now I can really focus on that and, ensure maximum output for everyone involved in the rape. I mean, party.
Nice. Little David Tell. She fell asleep that way. Hey.
This is the Patreon only,
This guy
Geno,
gets it.
and we've got like six subscribers, 3 of who are dudes. I'll tell
No,
you
no.
the secret.
Bobby, this one's going out.
Oh boy,
Geno's special. Geno episode goes out to
I
everyone.
won't break the fourth wall.
What did I do? What?
No.
No.
This is good. Usually this show, Retro, is just our Patreon exclusive. But because you're on and I know people enjoy it, we're going to put it out for everybody. So no, it's going to
Let them all have a fucking
Oh, yeah, of course.
dose of this bullshit. I agree, Pat.
Well, no, Bobby, all the people that follow Geno are like
Yeah.
calling him gay, but have never eaten pussy a day in their life. Like they've never even sniffed one. So it's like hilarious.
I do. I love.
I love-
love it. I don't know how I didn't love it more, but you were always there. It's a fun thing, Bobby.
I love-
feeling.
Yeah,
The
I
feeling
love-
of their body convulsing on your goddamn mouth is amazing.
Yeah. And here's my move, and it's not as like you use the back of the tongue where it's rougher, and you get in there. You really get in there. You get more pressure and.
Well,
more,
sometimes that can also be like mouth rape. You kind of want to like make them feel good first, and then enjoy. But you find the spot they like, you work it that way, and then you increase it to the point where they just want to
places to be, Pat. I can't dance around all this pleasure, cute dancing. I'm kidding.
You're drunk. You're drunk. When you're sober, you're alert. You're aware of all the things. And because I run all the time. My endurance is fucking nuts.
225 of my third day 70. Whatever, buddy.
Why do you think women hit on me? I talk all the time. They're like, his mouth has to be good for something.
But
We
get it.
Fellow. You guys are alphas. You do your hard 75 diet.
I can speak from Geno. We are not alphas. We go back to the same people that beat us down all the time.
Yeah, we are beyond betas. We really are.
People think we are because we speak our mind, but we're doing it because we're just hoping for hugs from our dads.
Yeah,
and that's it. And then
we are
testing your physical limits and how to eat pussy with Pat and Geno.
No, we're doing that so they won't leave. Here, fine, I'm out in here. Go. Bobby's Mr. Fuck him and leave him alone. So I got pink dancing in the corner. I didn't realize. But yeah, I got to go down on folks because I talk a lot and they're like, shut up. So I'm like, all right, here's my mouth.
I'm just saying, would you eat a popsicle somebody rubbed their dick on?
Why would we do that?
I don't even really want a
Same
popsicle.
thing you're doing when you're eating a pussy.
No, that's wrong.
Wait, the people you're with don't wash?
Yeah, I don't get how you're telling me rub my dick on a popsicle and me eating out of chicken's the same thing.
Because you're saying because there's been a dick in there at one point.
I'm saying, let's say hypothetically, Geno, just hypothetically.
You never kissed a girl.
The chick you're fucking is
Bobby,
a little
you've never
crazy.
kissed a girl. Because there's been a dick in her mouth. And I'm guessing she washes her pussy better than she brushes her teeth.
Yeah, and he's got a point.
Bitches don't brush their teeth. They fucking barely. They're in there doing the eye makeup, they forget.
I'll be back.
You gonna brush your teeth?
Where'd he go?
He does this. He gets pissy. And
Who's the guy? That's not him.
That's him. That's like rugby him or something.
What?
The little boy him. Yeah.
That was never Bobby. Stop it.
That's Bobby. When he had a hairline.
That cannot be Bobby. By the way, the Sixers are going to go up 3-2 finally. Knock wood.
Oh, they're winning right now?
They're up 15 with 8 minutes left in the fourth. They better not fuck this up.
They can blow that.
Hey, Cody, you're right.
Definitely good. And the fix would be on to make sure they do it so we get more games out of it because it's getting to the point where it's like everyone's like, do you care? You want to care. I think this is the one year that everyone should have gambled. I was never a gambling guy, but when there's no audience, you got to gamble. Just to get yourself to watch it.
But aren't there fans in the stands for the playoffs? I know
there are, but it's still weird.
You're not a gambling guy. You eat pussy. You're gambling with your goddamn life. It causes throat cancer. You can get mouth hurt from eating out somebody's.
Bobby, who tells you these lies, Bobby?
Michael Douglas. That's who told them that.
That's what it's gonna be. You're not gonna get that. Who tells you these things?
And if I get throat cancer that way instead of cigarettes, I'm cool.
You know, it's like your joke where you pick the one audience member and imply he's gay.
Yeah,
joke.
That's right. Sure.
That's what I'm doing here with this.
Why do you have to be hurtful? Why, Pat? Why the hurtful?
I'm not being hurtful. I think it's just funny. He called it a bit. Like, is it written down on the sheet?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
don't want to give Geno's.
It's already on the wall at this point. What?
Fine.
I don't want to give the whole reveal away, but yes, I believe somewhere it's written down: whore, gay, retard,
faggot, Jew, Holocaust. It's all somewhere. It's all recorded for.
And Olga, Catbit, get out.
No, Geno's more of an athlete. He does it like Peyton Manning. He's got an armband on and he calls audibles. He looks at the armband, he sees a faggot, and he goes, "Oh, faggot!" And he reads that and he hits him. But if he does it and he sees a black, he goes, "Oh, black!" And he hits them. He reads the field.
Yeah, you just gotta want it more, I believe, is what they say.
Yes, that's what women have yelled all the time. I just gotta want it more.
That is a fact.
Yes, Bobby, no pussy. You've never eaten a pussy, or you just don't. What if a girl says, "Please go down there"? No.
The girl whose house you burned down with the cats in it, you didn't need her pussy, Bobby?
I did.
There you
Is that why you
go.
won't anymore? Because it burns your heart and your house?
That's got a point.
Just lesson learned, sometimes bitches aren't grateful when you do nasty things like eat out their vaginas.
But she sucked your dick.
Yeah, but that's a pleasure.
For her?
Yeah, man.
I mean, it might be. I know some girls who like doing that too, but I think that's the same thing. I think there's some girls who don't like doing it, feel they need to. And there's some girls who love doing it. Same way me and Geno like eating pussy, but there's guys like you who don't. But yeah, I think you still should do it to show, hey, I'll do this if you do that. It's a good mutual thing so you can get your favors later.
I don't think sex should be a barter system.
Everything in life is a barter system, my friend.
That's not what the Bible says.
The Bible's not real,
Everything's a
Bobby.
fucking negotiation, Bobby. When will you learn?
Bobby, you think some guy really wrote that book?
Yes, I think some guy wrote
Somebody
that
was just walking around quoting everybody. Hey,
No,
what do you
no.
think, Deuteronomy? Fucking no.
Listen,
Oh,
I've told a lot of
shut
jokes
up.
here.
Oh yeah, Jesus walked around and I told you this. Jesus was David Copperfield of his time. He went around, he did magic tricks. You tell a guy, pretend you're crippled, I'll come into your town, or I'll make you stand up. He goes, grab a fish, put it in my sleeve, I'll pull it out, make like it's two fish. And then my big one, put me on a cross, and then I'll come out of a boulder. He was just a magician. He was David Blaine.
He was my Lord and Savior.
He
He's gonna
was. He
redeem
died at
us.
33.
I hope-
Barry Bird's number.
You know what? I hope St. Peter make note of this. Because on Judgment Day, I want you to see me taking a hard stand,
I
Here
pray
we
to
go.
Saint
Pussy
Pussy,
eating,
not Saint Peter. to finish.
standing up for the Lord Jesus Christ.
Here
Because
we
these
go.
two
What
goddamn
did the
sinners.
Lord Jesus Christ tell us, Bobby, in your opinion?
Don't be a dick is pretty much what it boiled down to.
Thou shalt not eat pussy.
Thou shan't eat twat. Is that what was
Don't eat your neighbor's twat.
that? Yeah, was
And
that 11?
you guys never heard the parable of Zechariah?
No. I
Tell
don't
me
even
more,
know.
Bobby. Tell me more.
Zechariah was a tax collector, right? And he went to Jesus. and was
Jew.
like-
Jew. Why don't they just say
Like-
Jew?
This guy gets it.
Jew.
and went to Jesus and was like, "Yo, Jesus, what's up? with
Oh,
eating out-
Jesus.
Ah,
What's up with eating out pussies?" And Jesus was like, "Well, let me tell you. a
Hey, do you
story."
touch the vagina?
There was a fish, and it ate out another fish, and then it got herpes. So you shouldn't eat out
That
fish.
is not in the Bible.
It's dude.
Herpes.
That's Mark.
Fish herpes.
Mark 36:42.
Mark's an
Parable of the
asshole.
herpes fish.
the
The
Jesus
herpes
is, no,
fish.
I'm just kidding.
That's the
Obviously,
thing in
his
the back of the
actual
Subarus?
response was, "Eat them out. I won't even fuck them."
Hey, when you call me gay, you won't even fuck with it.
Yeah, and then Zachariah was like, "Jesus,
Oh, I
somebody
thought
had
even you.
no.
Zechariah.
That was Jesus's response." Zachariah was like, "Yo, somebody had to fuck your mom to make you right," and Jesus went, "Well, wait till I tell you this."
Gino is so bored he's Googling eat pussy.
No. I was just sitting here finishing this stick. I've had 2 cigars today. Yeah.
We saw you lift your phone up and watch the game.
Oh no, the Sixers. I did check. The Sixers are up 15.
Yeah, we just talked about that. That's why you shouldn't drink.
Oh.
You literally just get the score hadn't changed since then. That was 3 minutes ago.
So 1984, huh?
1980.
I mean, they're still up 15. It's been like there's 5 minutes left, and they're up 95 to 80.
Do you think the NBA is trying to rig it, keeping Chris Paul out?
No, but like a buddy of Dombrowski sent me that text. It's like proving my point. LeBron was never fined or anything. Chris Paul was thrown out for the exact same thing, basically, indefinitely.
Who's the piece of shit in that story? Is it Chris
The
Paul? for not
NBA.
calling? I got to give the choice.
The NBA's a piece of shit because they have.
How does it feel, Bobby? How does it fucking feel? How does it feel when you try to do structure and then someone just yells out during the thing? How does it feel, Bob?
It's the NBA because they will not sit there and discipline LeBron because they know he's their moneymaker, and they won't fucking say you broke the rules, you're suspended. They let him fucking show up. Then they say, well, you're vaccinated. He's like, that's none of your business. And they're like, all right, well, you're fine. And then they fine fucking Kristaps Porzingis 2 days later for being at a strip club. They suspend Chris Paul indefinitely. It's horse shit. A lot of people think the N in NBA still stands for national. They're wrong.
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Nothing.
Nothing Basketball Association.
Pat, what's your Who's the piece of shit? Is it the NBA for not letting him play? Is it Chris Paul for not following procedure?
It is not Chris Paul for living his life. Not at all.
Well, he gets to decide too, Gino. He gets to vote as well. Or is it LeBron James?
I think it's
who
Bobby
also came out
sure
today.
Gino gets a new driver.
It's the NBA because LeBron James and Chris Paul are allowed to do whatever they want, and neither one complained about getting punished or not getting punished. Neither one did. So they did what they did and accepted the consequences. But when the NBA sets a double standard, they're the assholes because everyone can attack them.
Yeah, and did you see what LeBron said today? That he said at the beginning of the season they were coming back too soon. This is the most superstars that have ever had to sit out of a playoffs for injuries. He was right and basically made a giant excuse for why they lost.
Do you understand something? If you are dumb enough to believe that the best athletes in the world are susceptible to dying from COVID, when let's go over how many athletes have died from COVID, 0, that you think this is something legitimate to worry about, then you're an idiot. And you deserve to live in this world of fear where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe NBA players aren't getting vaccinated. No, you fat/old/retarded fuck. You might need it because you can't take care of yourself. But these guys are the specimens of health. And I don't know if you know this, but these people have an extra twitch muscle, which makes them so fat.
Give me the Greek, baby. Give me the Greek.
That is Sports Talk with Gino and Bob on 92.5 The Buzz.
You sit there and think the most.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Of all the athletes
it's me,
in the
Mexican
world.
Juan.
Here we go. I can see if you're worried about an NFL offensive lineman who weighs 300 pounds dying of COVID. I can see if you're worried about a 40-year-old DH in the NFL dying in MLB dying of COVID, neither of which will. But when you're saying NBA players, can you name the most out of shape NBA player in your life? I can't. Maybe
Charles Barkley.
When
Bill
he was
Walton.
fat. Who?
Bill Walton.
Maybe him. And even
Are we talking about who is most susceptible to a virus?
He went on tour with the Grateful Dead.
Can you imagine someone saying like these guys are at risk? They're not.
Wait. Are we asking which NBA player you think
bias.
God damn it, I have a good joke.
He was on cocaine, Pat. Cocaine.
I haven't got Bobby, I have a good joke. I've never been allowed to say my
Pat, how old are you? You're my age.
Right.
You're like 50, 48. How old are you? You're my age.
I'm 46. Hank Gathers.
So young. Hank Gathers. Shoot with the left hand. I know this shit. Come on. We're the same.
James Naismith.
They tried to shut down college football from some bogus study saying we can't have these kids dying. College-aged athletes, they're not.
Let me make Bobby happy. A, Bobby, you're going to tell your joke 1 second. B, let me get my answer in here. I agree with a lot you're saying, Gino, but the piece of shit in the story, and this will tie into the 75 hard argument, is Chris Paul. You know why? Because Chris Paul signed up for something to make a ton of money. He made a commitment that he would do everything. So therefore, even if he wants to live his life and doesn't believe in something, if he's going to be paid millions upon millions of fucking dollars and make a commitment to a team to do a thing and everyone else did the thing, fuck you, Chris Paul, do the thing. You don't believe in it. You made that decision. You signed contracts and made a commitment. You came over. You've been a loser everywhere else. They finally brought you to the place where you can be a fucking winner. And you're not going to do the one thing you need to do to fucking move your step up because you're one of the most talented point guards who've been in a long time, but never did the big fucking thing because of this bullshit. So you have to do a couple of COVID things you don't give a fuck about. You do so many things. You sold your soul 1 million times for billions and billions of dollars. You can't do this one thing for your fucking team. Yeah. You want to believe that he should do it? He should do whatever the fuck he wants, unless he made a commitment to be there for that time period. I don't know how long's the playoffs, 75 days hard? Maybe that's about what the fuck it is. He should have signed up for it. He said he's going to do it. Fuck him. Do the thing, and I'm happy that he's fucking looking like a shithead now. Now, Bobby, do you do?
In a lot of ways, you're right. I've had this argument with my brother, and I'm taking your side in the argument because he's a Seattle. It's like, well, weed is legal in Seattle way back then. I'm like, doesn't matter. If you sign up to work for NBC and they're like, all right, you can't have pizza, and you have pizza, then you knew the rules and you broke it. So I agree with you. But here's the thing. What's going on now is a fucking invasion. It doesn't break the law. there was a law that said weed was illegal. And what you're saying is this new thing like, oh, you can't get COVID. Fuck you. This is not based in science. So while what you're saying is right with the league, I get how they can be like, don't tell me to fucking how to take care of my health when I know I'm healthy. When this is what goes on in the world.
But we give you seven figures to tell you that.
Nowadays, the people that break the laws, we make laws based on people that break the laws for people that obey them. Did you shoot up a school? This guy can't have a gun. Did you fucking die because you're 400 pounds from COVID? You can't fucking go to a strip club. And I think that's bullshit.
Right, but they took a job. At my job that I have during the day now, they make you wear a mask until you get the vaccine. Is it a law? No. But is it the job? And they're saying that that's what they want to do, and they pay me, so I had to do that till I got the vaccine. If fucking Chris Paul took a job and part of the requirement was to get this stuff done, he's accepting the money. Is he giving the money back?
But you didn't have to wear a mask. You could have not worn a mask.
And I wouldn't have gotten paid.
You could have said, all right, I will take this up with legal fucking parameters.
Right, if you want to spend your money. But I took the job and I said, fine, do it. I'm not arguing.
That's fine.
Chris
That's
Paul
fine.
took the job. He took the job.
He
had
took
no
the
problem with
job.
everything else.
He took the job 11 years ago before it existed.
He signed a new contract last year.
Well, this was before the COVID rules last.
No. A year
I'm not
ago.
saying you're
He
wrong.
signed it then.
I'm not
He
saying
signed
you're
new
wrong, Pat.
COVID
I'm just
deal.
saying you are so fucking wrong, Pat. That's
I'm right. Legally, I'm right. You have a job, you have a contract.
no. You might be right, but the one way you are not right is legally.
He has a contract.
There's no law in the government that says NBA stars or people, if they're white, have to wear masks.
Why does the government have every law?
Or have to pass a COVID test.
Wait, so if you sign a marriage contract, you still think married, or you get out of it. He
A
signed a
marriage
work
contract has existed for
right, but he
centuries.
signed a work contract.
Right,
But
which
he
is why
signed
the
that
piece of
contract
shit is the
before they
NBA
made
Players
these NBA rules.
Association.
What's that?
Right. There you go, Bobby.
It's the NBA Players
go.
Association.
That's fine too.
That's who the piece of shit in this story is.
But they all
Because,
agreed
Geno,
they could have struck. They
you're
could have had
right.
a strike. To be a
You're
great
right.
year to strike.
You're right, Gino. In the beginning, they didn't negotiate hard enough. They let this bullshit get signed
In the
into law.
NBA, it's called negotiate. Say it properly.
Hang on, and Pat,
No, we
you're
will
right.
not.
You're right, because Chris Paul shouldn't have violated the rules. He shouldn't have, but they did let the rules get violated by two other bigger profile stars. and didn't punish
Bigger.
them.
Go on, Mo.
So now that the
Bigger is
NBA
violated
Players
a lot.
Association should step in and go, wait a second, you didn't do it for these two, and you are doing it for Chris Paul. You're treating stars differently than superstars.
And let me tell you
And
what's
step
going
in
on
and
right
cause a
now,
fine.
gentlemen.
That's why
Right now,
there's
a
this.
lawsuit is being filed against airlines for making people wear a mask on them. And I guarantee you that will, whatever it's called, get through, be passed, or be upheld, because you can't fucking make people. And this is the reason, by the way, it is, as of now, it is fucking the 16th of June, and New York hit 70% back.
Did they tell you that over there?
Which I don't give a fuck. But here's the beauty of it. They need everyone to get vaccinated. You know why, Bobby? You'll get this, because the numbers are going to go down, and the left has to be able to say that's because of the vaccinations, and it won't be. And it won't be. And all these people that sit there like, oh, how could the NBA not? Because they think they're sending a message to stupid people. And smart people sit there like, if you're telling me the healthiest athletes in the world, here's something else that came out. And this is a simple fact.
Wait, real quick, Gino.
What if you got COVID? You have the antibodies for years, no matter what anyone says. And two, if your body beats the common cold, it's that much better at beating coronavirus. So like, you don't know that. Let me put this to you simply. Let's say, Pat, that you spend 3 years training, fucking doing workouts to play in the NBA. And I say, can you play baseball? No, I can't play baseball. I'm not in shape for baseball. I was doing workouts to be in shape for the NBA. Are you retarded? It's that simple. And
It is different working.
there and lets them get away with saying, like, how could Chris Paul, that unhealthy fucking asshole who fucking does more running up and down the court fucking 5 out of 7 days a week, let himself succumb to going to a strip club so he could die of COVID? If you believe that, you're exactly what the left needs in the next election when Joe Biden is fucking gurgling fucking pablum to fucking win another election, which you didn't in the first place. Do you understand? If you are really worried about NBA stars, getting, dying, or spreading COVID, you're too fucking retarded dumb to be a fucking member of this fucking country. You're too dumb. It's that.
You know,
Oh my God. A guy who plays in the NBA, the most rigorous, I said rigorous.
What?
They both
What?
have two G's.
What?
Sports in the world. I can't have a guy that runs up and down the court nonstop for 3 hours a fucking night get COVID because he could die. Because he can't. Because he can't. Because he can't cannot. Stop letting stupid people get you so caught up in the fear that you're like, how could we let this happen? How could we let this fucking happen?
And this is why people lean left.
also, who
Because fucking John Turturro yells at them.
Fuck you.
If you just said it nice the first time, they're like, yeah, I got a point. You're like, this is why we can't have nice things. Because the blacks got COVID.
Exactly. This is why. You're right, Pat.
the NBA player most likely to get a virus is Magic Johnson.
The guy.
No, he's already got
I've had that joke for 30 fucking minutes.
How did it feel, Bobby? Did it feel good to let it? Did you feel good about it?
No, it would have felt great if I
You
got it
could've
out right in the
updated and
tag,
said
but
Lamar
everybody just
Odom.
kept fucking talking. You guys argued for 45 minutes
We
about
were
Chris
having a
Paul.
discussion. Me and Pat.
Whoa, I talked for 3 minutes.
I didn't know Pat was such an avid basketball.
Whatever.
Oh, I am, but I just don't yell about it like everybody else. It's like, yeah. I just don't. I like sports too much to be screaming about it.
No, dude, I've really moved on from it. Like sports, like you'll agree. Pat, remember when ESPN covered sports? Now the first 3 stories are COVID, BLM. All it's like it's not even sports anymore, right?
Well, I mean, nothing is. Nothing's even the same. Remember when Sports Center was just you just got the highlights because you got too drunk and you passed out. You want to know what happened. You watch the
And
same.
you watch
And
it
now
on
it's
a
all
loop?
sensationalized stories. That's what the world wants now because they have to keep up with social media and Twitter feeds and shit like that. But Bobby went away. But
You'll miss us.
But no, I'll make Bobby happy. We'll do one story,
Okay.
and it's sports related, kind of. All right. So the year's 1984. Geno, you remember how POS works? I read the story. I'll give some examples.
1984, dude. I was starting my junior.
No, Geno, no. I'll read the story, and then
Well,
I'll
Pat,
kick it
do
to you,
not
and you'll
tell Geno
decide
to
who
be
the
quiet.
POS is.
Trust me, it doesn't go well
apologize.
when you tell Gino to go
I
be
know.
quiet on
That's
your
why I
podcast.
want to do this. I love
hate
it.
you. I hate you both. I love you. I hate you both so much. Go on.
Oh, it's so good. He's not going to do it, Bobby.
I will. Come on. Pat, it's your buddy Gino. Come
And that's why I
on.
love you, because you don't listen to me. By the way, if someone wants to make a TV show called The Odd Couple with me and Gino living in an apartment, put that on right now. I think the
your
world
guy.
would watch.
I'm your guy.
I think that's not a show. Compound. You won't give me any other shows. Give me one where just me and Gino live in an apartment and just record it. That's what you need. When Aaron leaves Gino to go do better things, let's make that the show. Where it's just me and we don't even go to the studio. You just check in on us.
I want, as long as that is actually the kitchen, I'm in. I'm in fucking. If we can make
That's the
an
kitchen. It's
actual
not a green
kitchen, I'm
screen
in.
at all. You're right. It's just a green screen. I Googled kitchens in the 80s. That's what came up. All right.
Real quick, if you're nasty like Pat and Gino and like eating pussy, and you need to get the nasty taste out of your mouth, try rinsing it out with Silk City hot sauce.
Oh, here we go.
In 1984, the world was bland. All they had was ketchup and yellow mustard. They had Grey Poupon. That was your fancy sauce. That's what you did. And it was uppity and it was stupid. And the world wasn't a better place. AIDS happened because Silk City hot sauce wasn't here yet. That's basically what the fuck happened. Things like Pedro from the Real World, I think that was the 90s, whatever. Whatever your famous bag of the times, Rock Hudson, whoever, they could have been saved if they had Silk City hot sauce. Because if they were sucking on a bottle of that instead of a cock, it would have been so much better. Now we have Silk City hot sauce, and it's amazing. It accentuates the food. It's not hot. It says hot in the word, but it's hot like you call a bitch hot. Not hot like a heat hot, and it's there too. It's about making food better. Like if you're like not going to eat the pussy, you give them some sauce. There you go, Killer Hot and the Kevin Dombrowski Just Joking sauce. Those are 2 very good sauce. My favorite is Aztec Attack, but those are good sauce as well.
That's my favorite. Badass Jew.
That's Bobby's favorite. You can get all those by going to SilkCityHotSauce.com. Use the promo code POS.
P as in please. O as in
I will
oh my
tell you,
God.
I'm a huge fan. Go on. You don't have a
S as in
yet,
shave
Pat?
your pussy before you ask me to eat it.
I was gonna say
Pat, you don't have a sauce yet?
In the works.
we can't say anything.
Fair enough. And you know, I am very proud that I'm featured on Kevin's. That's me, like his big.
Yeah, we've seen it.
That's the little Geno thing. Look.
Yep, that
Aw.
bull does look
gets
like you.
it.
But Gino, I don't want to
they are-
spoil.
But I cannot, and I tell
Real
them,
quick, POS stands for pussy. Oh, stop. That's what Bobby said.
I tell all my friends, and I give it for holidays. I always give Silk City hot sauce because he's such a. We have the same birthday, by the way.
You and the guy from Silk City Hot Sauce?
He found out my birthday is December 29th. He's like, I'm gonna do a special where you can get an 8-pack and you use Geno 29. And I'm like, all my fans, and I said, let me pay you this compliment, are not gonna buy any because all I did all holiday season was promote Silk City hot sauce. But go on.
But they should have bought it and then
But it's so
given it
fucking
to
good.
you.
It's so fucking good.
They shitty fans. They should have bought it at a discount and given it back to you.
I'm already cashing checks, feeling guilty. I'm so lucky with my life. Go on.
Listen, Gino, we weren't supposed to say anything, but you're one of our best friends, so I'll just.
And the Ghost Whisperer.
I'll just give you the
Something
reveal.
you'll never be. Believe me, a loud ghost.
It's
So-
just hurtful, Pat.
Wait, Gino, please let Bobby finish this.
I'm sorry. Go on.
No,
Here we go.
we aren't supposed to say anything, but you're a good friend, so we'll reveal it to you. We're actually gonna get Bobby's mouthwash. It's so hot it bleaches your taste buds. And basically,
like
the pitch
it.
is this: have you kissed a girl? You've basically sucked a dick. Use this mouthwash to not be gay anymore.
It's got a picture of a bull holding Gino.
Why do you waste it on me? Pat, I'm a big fan. Why do you waste the gold on me, buddy? I'm a big fan.
It's because you're the only one that can take it. Bobby's been on these shows. I start throwing that shit out, and then I watch people get real sad real quick. So you're one of the few people that can handle it. Before the start of the 1984 Olympics, McDonald's struck up the idea of giving away free items for every medal that the U.S. won. How it worked was that a patron, upon purchasing an item from McDonald's, would get a scratch-off card with an Olympic event on it. I actually remember this when it happened. If the
Right.
U.S. team won a gold in the event, the patron would get a Big Mac. If the team won silver, the patron got French fries. Bronze meant a free soft drink. In certain respects, it was a genius idea because it gave a tangible investment into games. Carl Lewis's success was a big deal with it. They're participating from their own couch, cheering USA wins because their fat fucks are getting their McDonald's. And they would have a bunch of commercials pushing that, and it was all American pride, getting all fired up. You're winning your food. They would have Carl Lewis in the commercials. I remember all that shit. There's one factor that marketers didn't fully appreciate. The Soviet Union wasn't going to join the games. The U.S. had boycotted the 80 Olympics, held in Moscow because of Soviet warfare in Afghanistan. In turn, the Soviets boycotted this one. That was major because the Soviets were a sports powerhouse. And as noted, the absence of the communists also meant the absence of Soviet gymnasts. East Germany swimmers, North Korea's table tennis phenoms, all those people. Therefore, the U.S. won more golds than anyone ever fucking anticipated in the
Because of
history of the
the thing,
goddamn
yeah.
Olympics. And because of that, McDonald's almost went broke for all the fucking food they had to give out because they were winning every single goddamn goal.
Let me interrupt you to, of course,
Might as well. It's just breaking the format. Go ahead.
let me tie it into one of the two things I always do. Bobby, it's famous. That's an episode of, I can't remember which one it was, but it was The Simpsons, not Family Guy, where Krusty, they made fun of it. Krusty's doing the giveaway. He's like, all right, and he's sitting there in the meeting room. He's like, don't worry, the giveaway you can't lose. All the giveaways are in events that Russia always wins, and then Russia boycotts the Olympics, and they fast forward. It's like, you people are killing me.
It's almost
he
like we
loses
stole that from a real
everything.
event that happened in 1984.
Yeah.
The Americans secured 94 medals in the 76 games, but they tripled that. And McDonald's gave over 6,600 domestic outlets reported running short on Big Macs. They actually all fucking ran out of Big Macs, 6,600 different stores, because fat fucks were walking in there with their little scratch offs, taking all the goddamn food. It was one of the biggest fucking blunders in the history of promotions. Who's the piece of shit in the story? Is it McDonald's for fucking? Okay, be smarter. You know you're giving away Big Mac. That's your back then. They didn't have 55 fucking cans. They barely had nuggets in '84. That was like your big sandwich. You could have given away
Right.
fries, a drink, a cookie. It wouldn't have mattered. To go hard like that is crazy. Is it Americans for only caring about the Olympics, not because of Carl Lewis, one versus Ben Johnson, or all those fucking athletes, Edwin Moses, everyone that was there at the time, because they cared about getting fatter while watching people who starved themselves for no money back then. They were not professionals. They didn't get paid shit to do that while watching them eating McDonald's, which they would have loved to have. There he goes. He's showing us Krusty. Yeah, you don't have audio on, so it's not working.
You people are killing me.
Why do you? Oh, I'm Phil Hartman. And fuck off. My wife shoots me in the head later.
Listen.
We don't have the audio, Geno. You didn't share it.
What did I do wrong?
There's a button where you're supposed to hit share sound. So you're
It's all
listening
good,
to it,
though.
but we
We're
are.
enjoying it. And now
Yeah.
we can put this on YouTube still, so it's fine.
I'm sorry. All right, but it was.
Yeah, we're not on compound. I can't put this up on YouTube.
All right, go on.
Yeah, Mr. Fancy. Stop watching The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I don't do it. I can't stop share. I apologize. Hold on.
There we go.
Yeah,
back to
on
you.
your show, Kumia pays for things like that. I don't have the money to pay YouTube to play The Simpsons.
So who's the piece of shit,
I
Geno?
apologize.
Geno.
I thought it was
Geno's
helping.
a piece
I
of
thought
shit.
It was helping, buddy.
No, we're fine.
He got
You're
it.
good.
When you did the whole act, like this is like a year ago in Hot Water when you wouldn't stop referencing that one thing on The Simpsons. And it was
Yeah, I'm the worst. Bobby will tell you, I am. It's just a constant battle of 8 different directions, and somehow
We never
on time.
have fun when we hang out with you, Geno.
It's
That's
a
why we never
nightmare.
invite you.
I'm not having it. I'm miserable right now. I apologize.
I think your 75 hard should be 75 days where you can't reference The Simpsons or Family Guy.
That's 75 impossible. Fuck
No,
you,
that
Pat.
would be good though. You can find new references. You watch other things. It'll be good for you.
Can't do Columbo, Family Guy, or Simpsons. I'm out. I
You
got
can do Columbo. Columbo's
no.
just your way of kissing the boss's ass. Bobby, who's the piece of shit?
Piece of shit is McDonald's.
yeah.
Because listen, 1984 was kind of like 1974. It's kind of like right.
Whoa.
period.
74 was an amazing year. I was born.
Okay.
So young. I was
It
5.
was a period of time where America,
So young and fuckable.
people weren't sure. You know, people had a lot of questions about America. People were starting to question if we were the greatest country in the world. You know what I mean? There was kind of tarnishing our legacy, things like that. And here we are now, similar period. And they bet against us. And you know what? We're America. We're always number one. We're the best in sports. We're the best in weapons.
Not
of
in
mass
84.
destruction. Yeah, we were. We just beat the Russians in hockey. Fuck you. That was 4 years prior.
It's called the miracle, not the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually beat the Russians in the bronze round and beat Sweden to win the gold.
Yeah.
And they almost blew it. And Herb Brooks had to call a timeout in the third period and go, "We didn't come this far, you fuckers."
I didn't come this far to come this far. That's a song by a friend of mine.
I didn't come this far in your wife's ass so we could lose in the fucking
It
second
just
round.
seems like you're having aggressive sex with your friends. But go on.
it out.
We didn't come this far, so I can't eat this pussy. Hockey players aren't heroes. Man,
So yeah, it's McDonald's, USA, baby. Don't ever doubt us again.
they weren't doubting us. I mean, they put it up there. They said, any medal. Like, there was so many.
Yeah, because we're the shit.
Once the German trannies were out of the gymnast, we should have fucking pulled out the Big Mac. Fun. Geno, let's see if you can handle this. Who's the piece of shit?
I still think McDonald's is a piece of shit because, one, anytime you do anything like this, you get what you pay for or invest in, whatever. And yeah, they thought they're McDonald's. They're a giant corporation. They know they're playing with house money. And they're like, look, we don't care if we fail. So even when they fall flat on their ass, you're not allowed to bitch because you still are going to be fine. So for you to say this is the biggest blunder in the history of McDonald's, who cares? It's like Brad Pitt saying,
I didn't say that. The article.
chick I ever
Didn't
fucked.
write the article.
Who cares? Who cares? You make money no matter what. You get hot chicks no matter what. No one cares. And you never gave a fuck about any of the idiots giving into this. You don't.
Yeah, 10-year-old Pat. Who cares? Fuck you
Yeah.
for writing this shitty article.
Yep, I wrote it then when I was 10. The piece of shit is McDonald's, but it's not for the reasons you guys said. They're a piece of shit because they
It's a
could have
single
done
win.
something.
Go on.
Here's what they could have done then. Even in 84, we knew America was fat. You could have launched the mixed salad. We didn't have it yet, but you could have launched it. And you could have given those away for every thing we won.
We'll give you two for every
You
coupon.
gave away a salad or maybe a parfait or something like that. And got America. Not all of them would have cashed it in. Big fat fucks would have gone, "Fuck that, I ain't going there for a salad." And then they would have gone anyway, given it to someone else or thrown it out and bought more shit and you make your money back. But if you're going to be a fat fuck, you're watching the Olympics, you're watching athletes, maybe to inspire you to go have a fucking salad instead of a burger that has bread in the middle. You fat fuck. You don't need bread in the middle. It's already filling. It's already the cheapest thing ever. Give away a salad. Give away some fruit. Give away something fucking better than that. You're watching Carl Lewis be ripped, and he hadn't even ruined his whole life by singing a shitty national anthem yet. He still was the best. He was no fucking people. It was Dan versus Dave, I think, back then, the decathlon, when they were on all the good commercials. You know, remembers? All that kind of shit. We could have done all that, but no, let's give out a burger. Fuck you, McDonald's. You could have saved a lot of fucking people having diabetes. Lizzo was born because of your promotion. That's what happened. Why is he muted? Did you mute him?
No.
Geno muted himself. Geno, you hit mute.
I said, so you blame Lizzo. I did. I'm sorry. You blame Lizzo, McDonald's for Lizzo. That's hate. That's just hate.
Yes. Someone made that. Someday I'm going to buy her diabetic foot on eBay. That's my goal in life. It's going to fall off and I'm going to buy it.
So funny.
I'm not going to read a second story, Bobby. There's no.
Would you guys go down on Lizzo?
No. She's black.
And if you did, what do you think it would smell like?
No, I wouldn't go down Lizzo because I don't know Lizzo and I don't like fat women.
What do you think it would smell like?
Hot wings. Not Silk City hot sauce hot wings. Not Kevin Dabrowski just joking sauce. Some shitty Frank's Red Hot.
I have that too somewhere.
That's what her pussy smells like. I think Geno drew a picture of himself
You
being
don't
held
know
by a
this.
bull on a bottle of Frank's Red Hot.
Come on.
Draws himself on every
No.
bottle he has in his fridge. He's like, look, here I am here. I'm on this
Geno,
bottle
you
of
don't-
A1.
You don't
It
know
says
this,
day
but
one. It's Geno on it.
Geno, you don't know this, but Silk City hot sauce, the only people they don't want to use their hot sauce is pedophiles.
Pedophiles. They hate pedophiles.
So by default,
They
Frank's
hate
Red
who?
Hot-
What?
pedophiles.
pedophiles, yeah. So by default, Frank's Red Hot is the official hot sauce for pedophiles.
Yep. If you like Red Hot, if you like Frank's Red Hot, you like to touch kids twat. That's their saying.
Yeah.
Story checks out.
Put Frank's in your mouth hole, you fuck kids in the asshole. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's for pedophiles. Because it sounds fun for kids. Frank's Red Hot sounds like a drink that a Power Ranger would have. Super mega awesome Red Hot. That's what they do. Geno's rolling a line or something. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? You making Geno's
My
trying
cat
to
is attacking a box. I'm just smoking the last of my stick. I'm good. You
tell the cat to leave Alex alone.
My cat actually
Oh,
did
fuck
not
you. That was
attack
brilliant.
Alex all week.
Cat's
I thought it
attacking
was
your
so
box.
cute.
Cat's attacking a box.
So
They called
cute.
Alex your box. God damn it. Where's he? Listen to us.
She's in here. Look. Hold on.
I don't want to see your cat.
Well,
Go.
Geno, this was a blast. Thanks so much, buddy. What do you have to plug or promote?
I'm on In Hot Water.
Where's your pants?
We saw everything, buddy.
I'm on In Hot Water every week, Monday through Thursday. That's my cat 6.
There's your hot sex. What are we looking at here? Why do you got the Mets undies on? What is the?
You
What's
also
that?
slammed 6.
Yeah,
What was the question?
you just hurt your cat. I think.
She's fine.
Why did you put your cat in the hole? Why is it in cat prison? What happened?
What?
It's in prison. That's where you put him in the hole.
She
Do me a favor.
This whole apartment right now.
It puts lotion on the skin or it gets the
This
cat.
whole apartment right now, look, is littered with boxes because whenever something comes in a box, she wants to, and I'm too.
Is that what your whole weekend was with Alex just coming in a box?
I'm in. Thank you. All right, but I gave you that one. But my point is that.
Done 20 of them. You've heard one.
But she loves. So whenever something comes in
Those
a
box.
box, I can't even walk. Like I have to be mean and be like, all right, that's enough boxes, but I can't. I just.
I have to be mean and say that's enough boxes, or be a human and put the box away. It's a cat.
Oh God, what's in the box? What's in the box? That's how I spend most
Your
of it.
career. That's what's in the box. Ladies and gentlemen, where can people see your show? Follow you, all that stuff.
In hot water. When are you coming up for? When are you coming
July
up
12th.
in hot water?
July 12th.
Are you really?
I'm doing Chrissy and I'm doing you and possibly doing Morton.
Love you. In hot water, Geno Bisconte. You'll find me. Bobby will tell you, but I'm always around. Google
You know, where are we
all my
performing
links
next?
pop up, and make sure you tune in the 12th to see us hang out on In Hot Water on compoundmedia.com.
Where are we performing next, you know?
Friday night. When does this air?
It'll be after that, so after that one.
July 17th. We're at Blue Claw Stadium. We're doing Vegas, Comedians of the Compound in Vegas, September 11th, 10th, and 11th.
That makes sense that 9/11, you guys are in Vegas.
20th anniversary. Never forget Comedians of the Compound, people.
Bobby will also be performing with me. I do that for him too now. So he'll be with me in Connecticut. He'll be with me July 3rd. And you know what? He's actually going to do a show with me, for a friend of both of ours. July 31st, he'll be doing a show with me for Johnny Benson.
I love Johnny Benson.
Yeah, we're doing Johnny is booking a new place in West Hartford, Connecticut called the Elbow Room. So me and Bobby are going to do a show there. It's a fun
What
little
day is
joint.
it?
That's on a Saturday, July 31st. But he's just letting people take the dates, book their own thing. So you can hit him up, draw some people in, do your own show.
I'm going to reach out and maybe crash that party just to hang out with you guys.
It'll be me, him, and Frank. My old buddy Frank is on the other shows. Frank's going to perform too. So definitely come down. Be on the show. We'd love to have you on.
Love you, buddy.
It would be fun. We have that stuff going on. We have the Patreon, hit that up as well. Like I said, I'll be on the 12th. I tried to get on Kumia. It's a Monday. He's got Nick, so I won't be able to get on. So maybe at that time, I can hang out with you, and maybe you can catch me and Geno making out at a bar, kind of like Alex and Barb.
I love it. We're doing that, buddy.
I'll be
Check out the
sober,
Eastside
so it'll
Dave
be
Show
weirder
with
for
Roy
me.
Harder every
Geno because
Tuesday
they
at
forgot it.
7:30.
I'll be on days, my 29th straight day 0.
Nice. Bobby,
Check out the
plug
East
your
Side
shit.
Dave Show with Roy Harder every Tuesday at 7:30. Follow me at Bobby_Tambero, and be on the lookout for some special stuff on the way.
Get on the
Oh.
Patreon. You get tons of content, 3 shows a week for as little as $3. Get on over there. We've got merch coming eventually. Our Hebel Knievel shirts are going to be made soon. We're not sure when, but Hebel Knievel, which Evil Knievel as a Jew jumping over a menorah. That'll be our first shirt. Now they said it out loud. Will be selling it on In Hot Water tomorrow. But that's fine. But
And watch 6 hiss at me as I do this.
My
Remember,
face,
guys,
my beautiful.
don't be a piece of shit.